You could go get yourself a coffee. This is gonna be like a hangout session. So like literally, you're gonna hang out with me and Polly for how long the fuck this is.
The holidays are here.
And the weather outside was crappy.
It was?
No, I wouldn't call this wintry yet. For us anyway. Shalom, shalom. It is
Hello.
us, the films of DEP. Well, not a Mayo, because he was supposed to be here, and then he fucking decides to call and tell us, whoops, he won't be here, so I guess we don't have Dennis showing up either, because plans didn't work out. Thanks, Emaya. I'm blaming him. I guess it's not obvious.
This is the annual video that's for the viewers and the people that care about what we do to watch as an update and also as a salute to everyone that stuck around during the year and just as a bit of a season's greetings to everyone, right?
Yes. The yearly holiday video.
The yearly holiday video. Welcome. This is the ending of a decade.
Wow.
We're on almost, it's almost 2020. And we just finished the last movie of the decade, which is, 10 years of DEP Films. And next year we're gonna be highlighting that aspect more, because we started uploading on YouTube for the first time 2010. So that will be the 10-year anniversary of YouTube releases. So we're gonna start doing some more highlight videos and talking more about the past and putting fun videos together for you, like a trivia style video.
Re-releasing old videos from older channels, things like that, where we're just gonna embrace 10 years of our dumbasses. So
yeah,
we worked on Kalla Ord, then nothing happened. Then we released.
Oh well.
Oh.
I mean, yes, there's been less movement again. Last year we thought it was our slowest year, and it turns out that maybe this was our slowest year.
Honestly, just same level.
Same level. Well, Cold War's Kalla was a very important movie to make. I felt it is kind of like an end of an era type movie, and I feel like it encapsulates 10 years of our filmmaking. And the movie, you'll be able to see it at the beginning of next year here. Officially. Unfortunately, I can't put it out just yet because I want to make some. I want to make sure we can get some original music on it. We didn't have the time to put that together for the premiere, but the entire movie is done, and we had a premiere screening for the first time ever last week, and it was a very meaningful premiere because those who showed up were the people that have been with us for so many years, who stood by, throughout good times, throughout bad times, who've been there, trusted us, and been loyal. And that's something that, like, me and the entire team have been extremely, grateful for. I don't think anyone has an idea of how thankful we are of that. So that's why that premiere was important. I kind of made that movie as it was my last in a way. Just like, let's see what we can do at the end of this decade. It's kind of like a personal story about friendship and nostalgia and people going through some rough times. And it's not an autobiography. No, it's not. But it takes inspiration from things I've heard from people around me and friends and thoughts and feelings, and just mixing that all up into one little thing with a lot of fantasy elements. But yes, there are memories and things like that take a lot of inspiration from real life. So I hope you enjoy it when we put it out beginning of the year here. Anything else about the movie you want to say?
It's very bueno.
We started filming it in spring. I had to take a long break, unfortunately, or maybe not unfortunately, because when I got back to the footage, I had new eyes on it, and I think that was only good. Like, a little break was needed, a bit of a breathing time in between. In between that, we didn't do too much on sketches. I helped out on a movie called Paradise, which is on this channel too. It's a DEP Films co-produced movie at this point. I got more involved than I would have imagined. That's a very, very personal movie to the guy who made it, Kevin, and you can check it out. It's in Swedish and it's around drama as well. But this movie is set in the suburbs of Sweden, and it deals more with some of the harsh subject matters that people can end up, scenarios that people can end up in the suburbs, and it's a very theatrical movie, but it has a very good message at the end. Like it's all built towards something.
We did nothing else. This was thank you. It was a good year. 10 out of 10 with not with the same thing.
What were you doing, David?
Waiting for you to be free.
Waiting for me to be free?
Sadly, a one-man film crew doesn't work as good. 2 is already pushing it.
But we were able to start production on something else, which you'll also see next year.
Yeah.
And you can find a teaser for that project called A One Crow World on the channel too. We can't tell you that much about it yet, but it's gonna be a very different movie. And, and we've been filming that throughout fall now, but we're gonna continue beginning of next year too.
If Cold Words became a more personal project to you than maybe you had intended.
Cold Words?
Yes.
Well, it did become that because of the fact that I made the story as complete as I could, and also because I knew we were on 10 years of filmmaking here. Therefore, I just put everything into it in the sense of this story has to be as complete as it can be. Like, I don't want to leave any holes left or any information or details about the characters that I felt like I just wanted to make sure that was in there. So yeah, probably just make sure that I didn't miss anything, or that any potential story-wise was left missing. Because production wise, yes, we're still developing, we're still moving forwards, but I had to sort of scale it back and make it more personal, because personal stakes, right, instead of like the stakes of scale and the story or spectacle. So this was more about the people, the friends, a very character driven movie set here in Södermalm. So yeah, that's how that movie became what it is. And yeah,
that's nice. Well, I guess if Cold Words became more of a personal movie for Pauli, I guess in some weird way, A One Crow World became a more personal movie for me than I expected it to.
Oh, interesting.
Didn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess
I didn't expect it to take that shape.
Yeah, we can't tell you why yet, but
I mean, I think you agree with that to some extent.
No, I do.
No, I didn't expect it to become that.
No.
I had no intention.
No, ideas and
it was completely different, and it kind of formed into this thing because its nature of making this movie was the most experimental thing we've ever done in our lives.
You have changed their nature.
And we've done John Truth, and that's experimental storytelling and filmmaking and craftsmanship. This is just, it's something. I hope it's good.
Well, because John Truth has themes and things like that.
You know, but and there's
subtext,
there's things that are necessary for a film to be made that I can't even say because I feel like it gives away what A One Crow World is.
Right. I mean,
but it doesn't have basic elements of what you would need to have to make a movie, and yet we made one anyway.
I mean, I can. So. This is how I'll explain it right now.
Oh fuck.
For those who wanna listen closely, what is the difference between a project like One Crow World and John Truth? John Truth being an experimental movie, of course.
Yep.
But that's a movie where everything was planned out. The themes, how they were going to be showcased symbolically and metaphorically, visually speaking in the movie, were all put on the screenplay. With A One Crow World, it's a more of a Terrence Malick approach to filmmaking, where we know the goal of a scene, and we're all actively working towards that goal while filming. And we give character descriptions to people. They know who their characters are, and we know the context of what scenes should be, but how we find the resolution or find a way to the goal, we found on the day. And that was how we. That's the difference between those two productions. If you want to just compare and contrast.
So
But that doesn't mean that
we didn't have ideas, and there wasn't a goal in it. There was a goal. There was an idea. There were ideas. We, we both had ideas and came into it, pouring like what we thought we wanted from it, and then just I guess discussing it.
Yes.
The project was very open to evolve. So when I approached Pauli with some things, I think he said yeah. And I think when we talked to our film friends, they said, yeah, that's good. That makes it become more than what it could have been. And I think it has.
We were looking to make a movie like that at some point.
At some point.
Yes, we were.
But, yeah,
And
I guess this thing was
right.
just supposed to be an experiment. And then this experiment became something pretty great. And we've had people look at it and go, wow.
Yeah, but that was fun because we went from a production like Cold Wars. That was
such
more
a different
calculated.
vibe. It's such a different vibe of filmmaking.
Yeah.
Like these are the two movies we've done, and if you look at, if you go, what's the one we did before, Cold Wars?
That would be Departure with the Dead.
Yeah, if you go to Departure of the Dead to Cold Wars, I would say there's a similarity in theme, to the fundamental degree of what the message is. I think.
Yes, there are things. There are things
because
yes,
they're
course.
very similar stories in a way, and then you go to the
They both
next
star
one.
Dennis.
Oh, we love him, and not me though.
Well, the difference is that he had to deal with David
yes.
in Departure, but then he had to deal with me in Cold Wars instead.
Hey, he loves us. I can tell.
Yeah. Shout out to
when
Dennis.
he kissed me.
Yeah.
What? And now with One Crow World.
We got an amazing cast.
Holy
cast.
goddamn! Like guys, there's a 20-minute long take that we look at and go, I feel bad at cutting any of this. This is the one thing I don't want to ever cut whatsoever. I don't want to cut it. It feels like it's an impressive stance of filmmaking that by magical chance it all worked as good
and
as
the fact
it
that we're not done filming yet too. We have
just
but
3 scenes left, and we're done. And then the
then
horrible,
you'll get to see the
horrible
announcement
job
of what this movie is.
of editing it will fall upon me, Pauli, Adam, and Andreas. Here are their photos. Very handsome boys. Maker of the Red Trees. I'm a fanboy, so you know. And then here we have Andreas. He's a sexy boy that I sexually
He filmed the
abused.
whole movie.
He filmed the whole movie of Cold Words. So
he sound mixed it. He edited with me.
So
we
spent
know a lot of time.
We know that these are the guys who want to help us put this one together, because I'm afraid that if me and Polly would let alone to edit this movie, we would just not edit anything. We would just put scenes after scenes together and be like, we're done.
Well, we gotta know our footage.
I know. That's what we would do though. We would just put every scene together, cut nothing, and be like, we did it. 6-hour movie.
6-hour movie.
We did it.
Bellatar, eat your heart out. Oh wait,
So,
his movie is 7 hours.
Fuck, we have to film more.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll become an episodic thing. Maybe we won't even make it a movie if we feel like we just
It depends
can't.
if the structure.
If we
works.
just feel like it possibly could.
Possibly.
But if we just feel like we just cannot cut, then it might become that. It might become a mini series, and that'll be that.
If
I know that people think that a movie is a grander scale than a mini series, but I think it's stupid.
No,
Film
if
is
it
film.
will work episodically, because
If
the thing is we don't want to lose that red line.
Let's not talk too hard about it.
Yeah, we don't lose that red thread of story that you can actually tell when you watch.
Hey, nowadays people just sit down and marathon, so we just upload it all in one big go, and you just marathon that playlist, and there you go.
I mean, if you do it that way, then because you don't want to lose this.
There's the playlist. Go. It'll be 4 hours. Enjoy.
No, you'll see an announcement at the beginning of the year sometime.
It'll come out soon, probably around February, early February, hopefully.
That's when we announce film.
Come out like movie, hopefully. Are you spilling on yourself, you naughty boy? I just hope.
No, because I was surprised that means
Yeah.
being done by editing in February.
We could probably do it.
We could. I was just surprised.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna want to do it, so we're gonna have a bunch of sleepless weekends. I can already tell.
Okay, because I'm thinking around that time you're probably gonna hopefully see Cold Wars on YouTube.
Yeah. Cold Wars will come out like in January, but then hopefully February. Then we can have.
I think it might be February because of music.
Point is, look, they're both coming out. Will be relatively early February, late February. Then we could let's say we'll get that. You'll get like a double feature movie
because we can't get the music started.
So let's discuss though. Let's discuss a little bit of what next year holds, because this year wasn't that eventful, but next year is DEP Films 2020 and a lot of very genuinely big plans. So let's just go down the list. We are planning on going back to our roots as filmmakers, and by that we mean Clank. Now let me be very clear about what Clank is. Clank is a story that has, I think, extreme potential if done right. And we were at a point in our filmmaking career and as people that we weren't ready to tell those kind of stories to the full extent of what we wanted or envisioned. I feel like we've come to the point now where we can, and we want to look at the Clank franchise and close the chapter of what Paoli's Clank story was in the same vein of what it is, with the filmmaking skill and talent we now hopefully have. But at the same time, look at elements of this world and take a different approach from it. And instead of just doing a classic genre action flick, try to go experimental with it. Let's do a psychological explanation or thriller about these characters, exactly like this, which I'm trying to write because I've never done something like that. And I thought it was a very interesting psyche explanation of a character. And especially for a character that I play very well. We've been asked it before. Shadows. It's finally happening. It's probably going to be the first thing we film. I know we said we were filming the remaining of the movie, but after we close that chapter of the mockumentary,
and in between that,
this will be what we film.
Yeah.
And I think we're both quite excited for that. I think it took some time because Paul's the kind of guy who needs to kind of focus and keep his mindset on a project, and I get that. So and then as soon as he's done, he can be like, "Whoa, let's go for the next one." So I think that Clank feel will come in full swing for us.
Yes, that's the thing. I mean, we had a bit of a break from it in the sense.
And
Yes,
we know. The reason we
know there are
back
short
to
films
it is because short films are short films, for God's sakes. We meet up with these cool guys in Finland or wherever, and we want to film the stuff of them. God damn it! Fuck us for having fun with cool filmmakers we get to meet around the world. Oh, we're assholes. Fuck you. It's fun.
We got Tiebreaker, we got
so that's
the Clank space, and then I made some appearances in Thomas Lund and things like that.
So point is, next year is gonna be a big Clank year, and if you don't like Clank and you don't get it, that's fair enough. They're not the best movies we've made. If anyone who looks at Clank and thinks we're fucking amateurs, yes, we were amateurs then. We probably are still now, but we are learning, and we have made some stuff. Yeah. We have literally had people come up to us after the premiere of Cold War and said, "Holy shit, I have no idea you guys were any good." And I was like, or they didn't say that, but you could tell that's what they meant.
Right.
And that's okay. I wasn't upset. I was more but also the aura you had was very much of, "Oh, I always knew you had it in you." And the answer is no, you didn't. Don't have to lie. I would respect you more if you came up to me and said, "You guys made shit movies, and this is the first thing I saw that blew me away. This is great." I say thank you. I prefer the honest answer than lying to my face and kissing my ass. I don't want you to kiss my ass. I want you to be honest. And and same thing with giving praise in the right direction. Sometimes someone will be like, "Oh, oh, that film's fantastic, whatever," and I'm like, no. This movie, Cold War, is a great film, great edited, great story. Don't come and praise necessarily whatever. Dennis made it happen by his acting. Pauli made it happen by his acting and writing it and everything like that. So give praise to the right direction and the right people that made it. We are here trying to convey a story and a message, but never come up to me and say, "Oh, David, you fucking blew me away with cold words." I'll say I appreciate it. I was there, but I didn't know the scope of the story of where it was going until I saw it all together and said, "Well, goddamn." Just like if someone comes up to me and says, "David, loved you in Departure of the Dead," I say thank you, because then I feel like I, even if the story wasn't all mine, that was definitely yours. I guess I had the impact because I had to portray it through acting, and I guess like it or not, I'm a pretty big part of that movie. So then I'd say thank you, because otherwise, without me, I guess it wouldn't have been as good, or it could have been, but it helped probably. And the movie, not me necessarily being the actor, but because I was put in charge of that role, then I did my damn hardest, good or bad, it is what I got. And then I would appreciate if someone compliments you on that. I think we are individuals that still make these projects and deserve praise individually for projects, but because we'll make a project, and the way we work is, "Hey, Pauli, I want to make this thing," and Pauli said, "Yeah." And then we'll discuss it, we'll flush it out, and then we'll help each other make this project. Yeah, it's a Defils production, and we all pour our ideas and intel, but Paolo will be the one coming up with an idea and selling it. The next Dramaverse, big movie we're making next year, will be the Francois movie. And Paolo originally started making this as a joke. We're like, ha ha ha. And then I thought about it, and I said, I really want to make this, and I want to make this in this kind of, I know we discussed this, keep that one element from the joke you meant, but could I write this story around it this way? And then Paul's like, yeah, go for it. We've never done a story like this before either. And I think, just like the question some people ask us, what kind of movie do you make? First of all, that's the dumbest question you'll ever get. I'm sorry. Let's say you're an accountant. What kind of accounting do you do? What the? What? That's the dumbest question. Like, even if you're a musician, even maybe that's arguably the closest you can get, because then they mean genre. Like, are you a drummer? Are you a guitarist? Whatever. But when you're a film, but even then, I'm like, they make music. What do you make?
Well, I
expect?
mean, we're,
like, with
we're
any
not
job
really
ever.
those type of filmmakers.
We're the
at
kind of
this
filmmakers
point
that do
where
anything.
We do certain
Like,
things.
we're not,
right?
and I don't even want to
don't
be
really.
genre bound. I don't want to be genre bound.
No, and then that
The only
means,
thing I'll
that
never
means
do,
we
and
don't-
I'll tell you right now, is
Right.
horror. I don't get horror. I don't know how to do it, and I don't like it.
Oh.
That's the one genre I don't touch.
Maybe
That's
the
the one I
will be
personally
announcement
don't
next
touch.
year,
Look,
but
okay.
something is in the cards horror-wise.
Horror-wise, but that is-
that will actually be different. That
No.
this guy.
But it's
actually
nowhere
will go
close.
on to.
There is nowhere close to the stereotypical idea of a horror flick, in my opinion. And if so, that will be the closest thing in my life that I ever do close to that, because it's just nothing I can
Just
handle.
wait,
and I
just
think
wait.
it's,
It's gonna be exciting, but
So, yeah.
I can't tell you.
and
more
so
about it.
next year we let's go back to this. This is when we kind of. By the way, if you're still here, by the way, love you. This is the DEP Films corner where we just trail off in our who we
Right.
are.
I mean, we're,
So this isn't.
Yeah.
This is just us talking as the people we are, just the honest idiots we are.
yeah.
The next project after the Shadows, we'll be doing a short film I've been writing that I kind of like quite a bit, and hopefully we can get some people for that. I hope
Yeah.
so. I think it has potential.
Yeah, that will.
the story.
Yes, of course, that one will be done as soon as we get the
Yeah.
main actor. For
So
that, yes.
hopefully we kind of want to do a thing where we do a Clank project, a different project, a Clank project, and jump back and forth. So we have so far. Let's do a little timeline. We have Shadows. Well, I can give the name. 15 Minutes of Fame, Last 30 Seconds is the working title, but
Yeah.
I'm quite in love with it because it's very accurate. Then the next project will be another Clank project, which will be named Clank and the Golden Scar. Now, this movie will be a prequel, a double prequel, and that's a nice teaser, I think. It sounds stupid, but it makes more sense once you will see it. And it will be starring two Clanks, and remember, prequel. So it'll be a fun little romp, very like classic Bond flick, and it's kind of our homage to our own little franchise and our own little ego kiss. And this movie will basically take place in the beginning of the timeline, Nemesis, Recruit, Legacy, Mosaic.
This is first.
Yes, it'd be arguably first canonically in the
Yes.
line.
And this
and
softly reintroduces
a lot of
storylines,
elements
the characters
and characters,
again, so
but regardless, the main idea behind this movie, let's be completely honest, is that we honestly just want to have a little bit of fun with this franchise before we go to before we go to the finale of it.
because
and
that
it's gonna
one
have
will
fun.
be because this one will be more retro. Like
This
they
one
would
is
say,
retro,
and this
it's
is a
fun.
bit-
I think
yeah,
we,
this has
we
the fun
wanna,
vibe.
We
This
want
has
to tell
the
a fun story vibe with these
this
characters.
is the escapism movie.
A little bit.
A delightful escapism.
Not
movie
too
that
extreme.
It's gonna
but,
make you feel a bit
it'll
more
do a lot of
uplifted.
spy, fun genre stuff. And is there a reason to necessarily tell the story? No. But we want to tell it because we want to have fun with this franchise, and it is our love letter
And
to this
also,
weird
I'll tell you
franchise
also-
world we've created that no one
Yes,
cares about, but
yeah.
we, for some reason, can't let it go. We can't let it go. I don't
can't.
have a reason, and I don't want to let it go, to be honest.
Mm.
And if people want to watch it, that's fantastic. And if people don't want to watch it, honestly, I'm just as happy. I just want to make them, and that is that. Hey, guess what? Rule number one of being a filmmaker: make your movie no matter what people say. Unless you're making a snuff film, and no matter what people say, because then you're murdering people.
There's also
Sorry.
another reason for the movie existing, and it's also to show a difference in character progression. Because this is a rookie story, and then we're gonna go for a veteran story.
Yeah.
And so you see the differences of how the characters have
which,
changed
yeah.
over years.
So-
and that's gonna be important for
Yeah.
the final movie, which is gonna be done after that, called Clank Red Bullet.
We'll see when that
With-
one will
with
be
this
made.
Movie, well, it's gonna start production.
It's not
sometime.
production, but the actual
Well,
like
I'll be
full-
preparing for it because
Yeah, I
that
know,
movie-
filming bits,
yeah.
etc., etc. But the actual completed story and filmed and released and all that is an unknown time. So there's no God way
Yeah.
we're getting that one done next year.
no, it's
But,
not gonna be done next year.
Because
but
we also
it's gonna
want
have to
just a
start
bit
production.
more time to get a bit
Yeah.
better equipment, maybe
Of
get
course.
some locations. Since it's the big huzzah, we want to go out with a bang.
Yes,
But we
it's
still
gonna,
wanted
it's
to do
gonna have to
Clank
start.
related things
Yes, it's
this
gonna have
year
to start
because we wanted to still do something Clank related. So we have 3 Clank projects we are going to be doing this year, and so far that is the Shadows, that is the Golden Scar, and the last one is a another mini series based around the agents of the CIS. And oh no, it ran out. It's fine. And that's a very early stage stories that I remember bringing up, and I
Yep.
said I want to spend a bit more time with these characters that I think deserve more time than we can give them on screen.
Sure.
And I think we have a pretty good outline of a story that we just have to write, and it'll hopefully be a nice dramatic romp through just being an agent in this like secret organization, not focusing on a Clank. because I think the whole point of this universe, I think, is that it's a lot more than just Clank and these characters.
Oh, we know that.
And
for
I
sure.
think the story can go beyond the Clank.
Every story in this universe will have its own tone, its own feel. Like we mentioned, a Golden Scar having the retro feel, and then moving into the final movie, which will be announced right now, Red Bullet will have a more of a serious vibe compared to Golden Scar.
Yeah.
But that's also to showcase a difference between the mood of the characters. Maybe the last two movies called Clank.
That's true.
Then I'm done.
Then he's done.
Those are my last outings.
Hey,
I'm
who
ending my
knows
tenure.
if you see the character before or after ever again? You never know.
Yes, we might have to because
But-
of reasons. If you watch Thomas Lund's Six Nights of Mortis, I'm only set in stone with these two, and
Mhm.
then I'll have to be convinced about something else, another Return in the Future. It's kind of like Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds when Reynolds wants him to return as Wolverine, but Hugh Jackman seems to be very set in stone about I'm done. We might end up in one of those scenarios where David in a few years be like, please come back or something.
Who did it?
And I'm like,
Um,
I'm retired.
No, you won't.
We'll
So-
see, but yeah.
Next year holds a lot of big things for us. A lot of projects, a lot of ideas, a lot of film things we want to make, and next year is that kind of year that we're like 2020, 10 years of us doing this thing that some people care about, and it's time to just commit. I think next year is going to be that year where we just like throw ourselves balls to the walls to doing DEP films. Like we know we want to and we know we have to, and we've missed it too much. Like we made these movies and that was fun, but
Yeah, you know which projects
it wasn't
are valuable.
enough of us, and not enough creative stimulation for our ideas, I think, or I at least felt.
No, I
like
understand you.
and now, like and again, don't misunderstand. Cold Wars is one of those things where I lacked vision in the way where it was going, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh, I get it. It was one of those things where I just couldn't. My brain put it together.
That's the thing. I mean,
So I saw it, and then I was like, "Oh, that's what the story is. This is great."
I know it has a bit of a. If you look at just the shallow story, like on the forefront, you can see
Not
it's a
very
different type
shallow.
of movies. But there's a story hidden within those lines, and I think that's the story that you picked up on then eventually. And it seems like most people did.
Yeah.
While editing, or like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, and like Andreas
Is
told me,
this
oh,
what
I get
this
this
is?
now, and then like, yes, like. It's about this.
Yeah.
It's about
So
this.
look forward to that when it's available.
Yeah.
We'll make a little video saying coming out soon, this
Yeah.
date when it's about to. So
Yeah,
And there isn't one now.
Hmm.
But even if you don't watch this, you random person that isn't watching this, so I don't know why I'm addressing you. You'll get a random video saying coming out this day.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if you're curious to see it and all, you just
recommend
let us
it.
know. Let us know. You write us a comment and so we share the support.
More videos of Dennis.
Of course. Hey, you want another video of Dennis? Well, there you go. You got another video of Dennis.
You got it. We'll make one. We'll make something up. I have no idea. So yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
you. We'll see you next year with projects. Hopefully, we get to do what the originally hoped we could do, which is work with other filmmakers and other creators to create more and more good, which is
Yeah.
always the intention of behind
Yes.
this. Despite people thinking that we called it DEP Films because we're ego, it's also because we couldn't think of a better name, and we felt like that one felt appropriate for the time being because it always felt like us three against the world trying to make movies, or the only people that cared. And now we know more people that care and such, and we're not changing the name. We like the name.
No, but look, Disney has not changed its
But,
name, even though it's not Walt Disney in charge.
No, but
Warner Brothers is still called Warner Brothers,
Mhm.
and that's how
Yeah.
it is. DEP Films doesn't mean that we have to be in charge of
No.
every production. Paradise was a movie that was not from me first originally. It wasn't from us first. It was someone else who approached me about it, and do you want to help with this? And it evolved and it expanded, and then eventually, like I saw the value of the story, and then it became an associated produced DEP Films production. So, and it was also the filmmaker himself, Kevin, who saw it as that, and then that's how it turned out to be, which is not really what I expected. but it's a good example of something that I've been wanting to do, like just help out production-wise on other movies.
Yeah.
Making sure they can be done, that they can.
There's a lot of people that we know that want to make and then just don't for whatever the reason could be. There's very many that one could have, and it's, you know, it sucks, and which is why, like, you know, when people come up to us, sometimes they'll just give us a movie idea and say, "Do you want to make this?" I know I'm never gonna make it, and then we'll say, "Yeah." I mean, we'll add it to the pile, see if we can get to it. Yeah. Or, you know, if someone comes up to me and says, "I want to make this movie, can you guys help us make it?" We'll most likely say yes. Now things will become a little bit more different now, trying to be a company and things like this, because it'll be different. It'll be different because now you're adding a little bit of
when productions
business
that
game.
Feel the value in and feel that there's some sort of like meaning behind it, and more so than it's just like a job thing, you know. Like we'll actually like.
You know, most things are a job. You know, maybe from a friend or not. Yeah. But you know, I think people can understand if they were to ask for help and we would say we are just unavailable or whatever, or you know, be upfront. Maybe if you know we just didn't want to do that project or something. I think we could. That's fair to do. I always say that I want to see a script, not because I think it's gonna be garbage. In case it is complete garbage, so I can say no. But also so I can save face. But also in case someone asks me to do acting and I'm like, I just wouldn't portray this character. I'm not good. I'm just not that good. You need someone better than me. I'd be very upfront about that and be like, no, you get the right person for the job.
You never said that to me. I said, David, you're gonna play this character. I can't say who right now because it's a spoiler. But you'll go, okay, and then he does it.
So yeah, that was a little bit of what we had to say for this year and for next year. We'll see you back in a year. We'll be sitting down. We'll be talking nonsense, and it'll be the DEP Films fun. Yeah. We hope that next year will bring us as many hopes as we have to fruition, because we've been very positive somehow.
Our hopes and dreams travel.
With you or some nonsense. Yeah. And you know, hopefully we can continue this journey that we're on. I guess it's just the internet now. And you know, hopefully we can get more of it done. Great ugly background to be stuck on. Creepy Amelia was talking. Green fucking blinding your eyes. Sorry, audience. And yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
it was just us two at the moment this year to make the holiday special.
Emilio was supposed to be here, and then he canceled that, and then we couldn't invite Dennis because Emilio said he was going to be here, so we didn't have a third person. So this is Emilio's fault, as I said. I blame him.
It's okay. I mean, we
ruined it.
No, we instead of making
it.
No, instead of making like a joke video, it's more like
we would have done this. We do this every year. It's not a joke video.
But instead of like acting up or something, like let's just talk.
We always act up,
and then like we talk over each other, and then it's like messy, and then it's like then we.
Yeah. Is this any cleaner?
No, it's not.
But, no, it's not.
But this is, you know, just...
Maybe you feel like you're having a coffee with us, with some friends. There you go. Oh, hey, hi. Hey, there you go. Well, you were hanging out with us, you know, have a little... And, you know, hope you have a good year, hope you have a good Christmas, hope you have a happy new year, all that stuff. Joy, wishes, hopes, dreams, kisses, hugs, and lust to you from us. So, you know, enjoy yourself. Thank you for being here. David and Pauli, who will be watching this in the future. Probably Emilio, to some degree. Adam, maybe Andreas. Daniel, always nice to see you. Hampus, you probably skipped or whatever, so fuck you. Inca, no, you didn't watch this. And everyone else.
Dennis.
Dennis, you always watch
Dennis
this.
Dennis is here.
He's always here. Yeah. And that'll be everyone that actually watched this. But in case you're not one of these people, you
I think we have like
are
maybe
a champion.
Anton, you here?
Hey,
Tom?
all I'm saying is anyone
Tom
that
Smith.
wasn't the people we just mentioned,
Jacob,
you
Martin,
are heroes.
Martin,
if you watched all the way, you guys are heroes. You didn't like the little jingle sound, did you? No. Well, you are the true heroes. Thank you very much. You're who we do it for, and also our own way of satisfying our creative output, because most people do have a creative output to satisfy in life.
And yes, we're childish. Live with it.
Except,
if you don't like that,
why didn't you let me upload that video?
That was
anyway.
Cool too.
So
hey, I can put it in this video.
Yes.
Did you like that?
That was fucking hilarious.
Now it's on
How
the
is that
channel.
not a funny video? I think that's so funny.
All right, question: if you care to comment or let us know in real life with friends that meet us, do you like those sort of videos? If you do, then let us know and then.
Come on, are you not on the internet and you see one of these videos and even though you're not, you don't want to laugh, you get a giggle out. It pushes one out of you, and that's what I love because then you want to watch it again, like the knife video. Yeah, it was passing in the background at some point.
Okay. Oh my god.
Wow, we're just putting all the DEP Films videos in one go. Like
That's a nice video.
Like I love that one because it's completely out of context and it's funny. And I remember all three of us thinking that one was funny. This is a weird discussion. This is the inner working of DEP Films where like we argue and discuss what we like and what we don't like. But that video I just thought was so great. Like such bad quality. And then it's like, so it's so like secret. Paoli's like dying or something. And then you think, okay, that's kind of a weird joke. But then it out of nowhere just shifts on the corner. And then there's just guns pew-pewing away. Like, it's that idea of just like, okay, you already have a random setting and you think something has to be explained or described. But it just cuts to more of randomness and nothing gets explained. And it just builds up this thing where an explanation wouldn't be satisfactory. The unknowing of what happened is better than actually knowing.
No, I'll spoil what happened.
You were just there. Exactly. You're just like, oh, you think there was a reason behind it, but the fact that there isn't...
Me and Andres were just messing around with the guns.
Yeah.
And then Adam happened to film it.
By some chance.
Yeah.
This is how it happens. God damn it.
That's what,
The randomness of life. That's what the message of the story is. The randomness of life is beautiful.
If you watch the knife video, if anyone can guess the final or the shot of like the ceiling thing where that was shot, and if anyone can guess where the music is from, then that person will have this spoon sent to their mail.
Okay, we're literally doing this. You understand? I'm taking that spoon away. We're not putting it in the dishwasher. Unfiltered, uncleaned spoon by my mouth. So in case I ever become famous, you can have a spoon that I had at some point in my mouth and sell on eBay for money. You understand? We're keeping that spoon for you. There's no way we can keep it around for that long because no one's gonna guess. So, but on the off chance you do, I promise we will send you
contest. Who can guess?
There's a lot of spoons in the house, so at some point we've all touched or used it. So you'll get a DEP Films used spoon at some point. If you get this right, you will get the spoon.
These two
we will personally contact you.
Where was the ceiling shot
and the music?
Filmed, and what was the music?
Who gets those right gets the spoon. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done, but we're doing it. Can we not get a nice glass box for it and everything? We just really make it really official. We're doing this. Yes. This is the first giveaway we're doing. It's gonna be a random tiny coffee spoon from the DEP Films household. Yep. If you can get these two things at any point in time, we were keeping this giveaway going until the point in time when someone actually gets it right. Literally, the moment someone gets it right, we will contact you and we will send you this goddamn spoon. Not this one specifically because, we'll have to watch this stuff. But you will get a DEP Films household spoon that has most likely been used by all three of us and the papa. And
unfortunately, the one person I told the truth to about what the music is can't compete. I'm sorry. No, for example, David couldn't compete with this.
Yeah, no shit. So also, I have the spoon already, so...
but...
the one person that apparently got spoiled this, sorry, too bad, so sad, but this is the giveaway we're doing. You know what? Every year on the Christmas year from now on, we'll do some random stupid giveaway. And this year's giveaway, we're starting it now. 10 years of DEP Films, starting it strong. So the first giveaway will be this goddamn spoon. Ridiculous. I know you could burn it, take it, throw it in the trash. I don't care what you do. It is forever ongoing until someone gets it. The music and the shot from where it is. Each of those are from different entities. That's the one hint I guess you're getting. Fuck, someone can actually own the OG first Clank Nemesis thing? Yeah. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Someone can own it, yeah.
So someone can actually own that nonsense. That'll be kind of cool. So see you back for when a big Clank movie thing happens. Maybe not Shadow.
What video did David say?
No.
I'm an actor.
No, we'll have a giveaway for that nonsense as well. We don't have the fan base for a giveaway, but free shit. So, if you're the one person that owns that in your life, and you can destroy it. You're willing, you own it at that point. You can destroy it if you want to. I guess all you really have to do is just watch the Clank movies. So at the very least, we get the satisfaction of knowing we made someone watch them. Okay, this is too long. So remember, do you want an official DEP Films household spoon? Where did the music and the last shot happen? Ceiling in the What Should Be Our Next video? video. That's the name of the video. We're really
Link
funny.
down below.
Link down below. Thank you for watching. See you next year. Thank you for tagging along. We love you, or I think I do.
Why will you have the spoons?
God, that'll be funny. All right. Someone's gonna win a spoon. I hope someone wins a spoon. 10 years from now, someone gets it right. We're giving them the spoon.
Yeah.
Like we'll have to somehow.
Yes, we will have
I will
to.
remember if we ever move from here to like save a spoon just in case. But like, nope, someone will earn this at some point in life. What if it's a stalker? Wait, this is how we get stalkers? I'm kind of
You
into it.
can't turn back now. Fear is your greatest defense. I doubt that the actual security is any greater than it is on Acolyte or Cellist, but what the most likely is there to thwart a large-scale assault.
We're also very healthy, so in case you wish to use this as your own spoon.
Can anyone guess what line that was?
Oh, God, this is becoming too much. Just the spoon thing, please. Alright, get out of here. Please put this in the video title. DEP Films Christmas video, also giveaway at the end.
Yeah.
It is not right. We're gonna do it, so it isn't wrong. Alright. Cha-cha.